Welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for joining me on this day. You know, adulting is definitely happening these days, and I have been investing my hard-earned money, and I'm so excited because I am about to jump in a Zoom and we are going to plan my latest investment with RLC Residences. I'm so excited because we are definitely going to make this place really beautiful, and we're very hands-on, and I'm just so excited about this. So you guys can join me during my Zoom. It's going to be super fun. I'm with our interior designers, Astrid, Chris, and of course my dear friend Jewel, who's helping me fix up my latest project with RLC. So come on, let's join. Hi guys!
Hello!
So I'm so excited because we got a 1-bedroom unit, which is perfect because 1-bedroom, FYI, is actually the best if you want to invest on something. It's easy to rent out. So in the future, I'm going to rent it out. But we're going to make it very different. We're going to maximize the space. So let's talk about that.
Based on our previous discussion, I was able to pick up points and actually created a deck to move to the next step. I would like to introduce architect Chris Bello and Astrid Bello. They are partners and they have this firm called PBEL A+ID. So I asked them to be on board since I really can't do site visits as of this time. And it so happened that they're also good friends of mine, and they definitely have this experience as design consultants. So I will be presenting to you my initial sketch. I remember it was a banter of exchange of ideas rooted from your vision sketch.
Definitely nilagay niyo yung divisions na gusto ko.
Yes, definitely. And I also remember you were so inspired by RLC when they turned over you the unit and you immediately sent me the photos of the unit. As you can see on the screen, the condo unit is a plus-minus 43 square meters, 1-bedroom unit. So I just basically enhanced the sketch that you gave me and just fine-tune according to the space proportioning and functionality based on your lifestyle. RLC is very generous in terms of giving adequate spaces for each designated rooms inside the unit. But we needed to tailor fit this unit in terms of your requirements and priorities. Initially, you really want to convert the bedroom into your office and bring out the bedroom outside. That's why I came up with the rearranging of the layout given by the RLC team. So since bringing your work to this condo is on top of your priorities, we just relocated the 4 dining table, which is initially in the middle of the unit, and just maximize the space. You wanted drapes.
Actually, before I wanted railings, but then mas soft in drapes.
Yes, it is. This is for partitioning and privacy. So from that point of view, Heart, I came up with a modern minimalist gallery theme where I can project the drapes as a theme where I can, this is the basic table material inside an exhibition or gallery. Since you are a creative person and a CEO, I really want to highlight these aspects of your life and really focus on just being creative and being entirely different from your previous and current properties. So this space that we were going to be creating will be your vision board. We start with clean canvas and mostly white, very L&E, injecting your core values, calm and classy, curated and crafted. Just textures, lines, so eventually it can be filled up with different kinds of curated pieces.
So I love how you mix the different textures of the whites. I also like where you put all like the stuff that inspires me, memories, photos. I love also the combination of like the tinge of the coral, the gold. I love everything. I'm so excited. I also love the door. Thank God for that door. I love it how RLC really gave us a space where we were actually able to work around the beautiful foundation that they already had. This is just fantastic. I cannot wait to visit. How long is it gonna take? Charat. Okay guys, that's it. There you go. It's gonna take them a few months to get that look. I'm also so excited because if you're like me and you have this kind of space, we are going to show you how to turn it into a home, a space that'll make you, inspired and just really dress it up. So I'm so excited for you guys to see, and I'm excited myself. We are here already in Ortigas. We're on our way to Sapphire Bloc. I'm so excited. I mean, I've seen the process. I've seen how, we fixed it up, we pimped it up, and I'm just so grateful to RLC because they gave us a wonderful foundation that we can already work on. I'm so excited to see the finished product. It's just a few more minutes and we're there. We're home. This is our newest hangout place, like a little studio. As you can see, the lobby is so beautiful. It's like a hotel. And the amenities are just so perfect. Everything is here. Even when you step out, you're like in the heart of the city. And that's something that I also consider whenever I am looking for a place or whenever I invest on a nice property. It always has to be like near everything. So I love it. This was such a good one. I'm very proud of myself. Yeah. I love it. It's so nice. It's perfect. Chris and Astrid, say hi. Hello. Of course, they designed this whole place and they did everything I expected. Ang ganda. The details of the chair.
Since it's the first thing you see when you enter the unit, we want it to seamlessly blend with the rest of the spaces here. So that's why it's all white. But we made sure to include different textures of white because with white, there's a danger of looking flat. So that's why we included this onyx texture, the counter, and then it seamlessly goes well with the kitchen. So parang they're connected na, and then you have the dining area. Actually, we decided to use a counter-mounted cooktop. So when you have friends over and you're just going to have wine and cheese with them, you can tuck this away and you get to have extra space on your counter.
And here you guys did what I requested. So beautiful, the curtains.
Yes, and it highlights the high ceiling of the unit kasi the vertical lines of the drapes, it just accentuates the existing high ceiling. And sa lagay na to, actually nag-drop na tayo ng ceiling na yan
talaga?
Yes.
That's the nice thing about RLC is they really consider those things, that even if you get like a one bedroom, they make it high ceiling so it doesn't feel like you're confined in an area.
We love that RLC was able to provide multiple windows on the other side of the unit. So we decided to use double swing doors so that we could maximize the amount of natural light coming through.
I love that.
So that's why the space here, it's well lit, even if you have just one window over there, because we could use the light coming from that side.
And it's perfect. Lighting is always important, especially if you like taking pictures.
Yes, perfect for you especially.
Yeah, okay, so let's enter. Wow, so nice. I love it. It's so beautiful. This is the office space. And of course, to explain our shelves.
Yeah, since we mentioned during our previous meetings, it's important that you have a space where you can work and you can focus on your collaborations. We know that it's important to have this gallery wall where you can display things that inspire you or maybe current collaborations or if you're brainstorming for packaging, let's say for Luxel or for your other brands. We also made sure that we provide you with this lovely desk for
Yes, thank
for
you.
working.
I love it.
So we love the texture here. And then, of course, the mirrored wall. That's actually a column on the existing unit.
Oh,
So we
okay.
cladded it with mirror. So at least
Nice.
you won't notice the existing
Yeah.
column, and it becomes decorative as well.
It makes it look spacious again. So this was the Chanel inspiration.
Yes, this was inspired by an iconic area,
Staircase,
the staircase at the Chanel showroom at Rue Cambon. So it's filled with mirrored panels, similar to that one. So the idea is we want to multiply the reflection of
Yeah.
heart. Because you're so pretty, there
Oh my
should be
God.
multiple
My
reflections.
goodness. Okay, I love it. And then here we have like our little area. Of course, you need clothes.
You mentioned before that your clothes are works of art. So why not display them here
Exactly.
instead of hiding them in closets?
Yes.
Diba? So you have so many beautiful clothes. We should just openly.
And this is such a good idea because, you know, sometimes you don't want to constrict yourself to just a cabinet. So again, you can display your clothes anywhere because they are artworks. This was something that I was very happy to have.
And you can just add drawers below if you
Yes.
need something to conceal
Yes,
your
like
other.
the stuff that you don't want, like
Yes.
toiletries. And of course, the one that I always wanted, I wanted a fireplace, but ayaw naman natin ng fire. So they just put like plants behind, but you could still put like candles.
You can also put seasonal decors there.
Yes.
So for Christmas, so
Exactly.
magandang idea
Yeah.
siya. Or books. So you don't have to restrict yourself with just candles or
Yeah.
plants. There are many things you could do with the mantelpiece. One of the things is it highlights a good paint.
Yeah, this was actually a painting I did for Cherry Mobile. We did like a line from our battery pack, but we kept the sketch obviously, and then they made it into a painting, which is amazing because it's just this small. So that's nice. And I also like the color. It really matches.
With the rest of the
Yeah.
interiors. And you know, Panda will be happy.
Yeah,
if you
she will be
include-
happy. Yeah, happy Shajak.
Yes.
And now we go into the toilet, the loo. This was nice because it's a touch of bronze. It makes everything very luxe. So we changed that, but we kind of
we maintain the
yeah,
tiles,
the
so
tiles.
no need to change them.
Yeah, and of course we had to add the art. Astrid and Kirsty were inspired by my past paintings, my doodles. So we had an artist actually paint these beautiful mural. It was perfect because this was the existing wall of RLC. And also the tiles in the shower are also the existing wall. I really like that.
The accent tiles worked with the basin.
Yeah. I love it. We still had the mirror and the lamps were so beautiful.
Especially if you put it on top of the mirror.
Laki talaga ng difference. And fresh flowers. No fake flowers for today. Now, what makes this whole space different from the usual condo unit?
What I love about the RLC property is that when they turn over units, they provide cabinets, which are very convenient. And my favorite part is, of course, the high ceiling.
Yes.
It feels so spacious, even if we have already dropped the ceiling. It just feels so parang larger than the usual condo. And that's actually a hallmark for a premium development is when they can provide you with high ceiling units. I also love that you have many windows. It's common for condos that you have just one window at the end of the room and then that's it. But here you have good cross ventilation. So if you open up all the windows, you have natural ventilation and of course the light coming from the outside makes it feel so cozy.
And spacious as well, not suffocating. So that's what I also love about the space of RLC. When I first saw the unit, I was like, oh, it's really open and it's really nice. It's nicely lit.
And you know, we were able to reuse a number of materials, especially for the toilets. It's easy to work with. It blends well with most designs. They provide it as a canvas.
Yeah.
So that we can be creative on that blank wall. So I'm sure there are many others who have, you know, creative minds like you who could use it as an artwork.
What I like about it is we didn't change the toilet. Everything was already quality. So that was really, really nice. Kumbaga sulit sa investment.
Every time we go here for site visits, we love going through the lobby. It's so well designed, the Art Deco style. It's so glamorous when you step inside
It's like
the
a
lobby.
hotel. Yeah.
It is like a hotel. Every space here within the property is just well designed, even down to the smallest accessory.
Yeah.
You know that they thought about it.
So nakita nyo naman na mas malaki yung workspace kesa sa bedroom. Why did we do this way, Astrid?
We know that you're a person with so many interests. So you work on so many things, you have so many collaborations. So it's important that we tailor the space planning based on your lifestyle. So since you need some space to work, you need to focus on your collaborations, and you need to meet with guests and partners, we have to devote a significant amount of space for your studio. And then the rest of the spaces can be designed in such a way that you still have a dining area, you have a receiving area, and you have a sleeping area. So we didn't really sacrifice anything by providing this spacious office. So everything was well balanced.
The original layout of RLC was perfect to work around with. They really give you space for you to play around if you do want to kind of change it up a bit. It was really, really nice.
For some properties, you would find the odd column somewhere, or that's difficult to work with. But for this one, everything was so clean and easy to plan.
Well planned. So the non-negotiables are like special requests. Well, first, I would say I'm not a minimalist, I'm a maximalist. So we can talk about that.
On the surface, you would think na, ay, baka this is not heart style kasi it's minimalist or parang polished and modern. But actually, when we were thinking about it, when we saw how you approach fashion, you look so beautiful in a voluminous gown, but we're equally impressed with how you look in a tailored suit.
Oh, thanks.
So that's how we thought about the process kasi you can be equally beautiful and different personalities or parang different ways you express your parang fashion sense. So similar sa interior design, you can have this maximalist style on other properties. For this unit, since this is related to your work or collaborations, we feel that it's important that we provide you a clean canvas to work on. So you can have paintings here, you can play around with how we place accessories. It's free to design based on your whims.
The special requests, like the fireplace.
Since it's very hot in the Philippines, we can't really have a fireplace. So we just provided a mantelpiece. So typically, mantelpiece is the part that's placed in front of the fireplace to catch the smoke. For this one, we use this as a way to store plants, to highlight the painting.
Books, like what you said.
And then seasonal decor. Imagine if you put like wreath there, so it will be nice during the Christmas.
And of course, the division of the bed.
The drapes.
Yeah, that was also
we love
something that I requested for.
The drapes provide the richness and parang soft feel to a modern and clean space. Kasi there are times na if there's a modern design, it tends to feel a bit cold. So the drapes add warmth to the space, and also they provide texture. And like what I mentioned before, that it just further highlights the high ceiling of the space.
Initially, kasi I wanted it to be like gated type wall, but then since we had the door already that was kind of structural, that was perfect to soften it up.
The curtains provide privacy as well, diba? So you can rest while there are others siguro working around in here. So multifunctional yung drapes natin.
Very New York. So it was interesting that we put the curtains to kind of separate the bedroom. Why is that so?
Since we wanted the space to be mostly white, we wanted to add texture to the space. And the ripple folds created by the curtains, they provide the perfect contrast to the flat walls and the whole lime washed wallpaper. And then, of course, it adds privacy and then the softness to the feel of the space. So it's just a perfect partition without having to commit to a permanent wall.
Yes, and I love it because it's also cream, it's white, it doesn't look heavy, so it doesn't also cut so much the spaces. It kind of also looks very open.
The effect that we're after is that you don't see where one space ends and the other one begins.
I love that,
Everything just seamlessly works together.
Blends. So why a lot of mirrors? I love mirrors, but there's a scientific reason for that, and why is that?
Well, one of the obvious reasons, of course, is to make the space feel larger. That's one of the known parent tips for interior design. But another thing is because we know you're into making Instagram reels, or it helps with you creating your look.
Exactly, content.
We have to base it on what you do on a daily basis. So since you create different looks, it helps that you have mirrors everywhere.
And I love it. There's always something so luxe about having beveled mirrors.
And you may also notice that we use different colors for the mirrors. That was intentional so that it doesn't feel repetitive or boring. On some parts, we use regular mirrors that are silver color. And then on the other parts, we use beveled gold, but in bronze color. And then on the kitchen, you'll notice that we use gray mirrors naman. So different colors make the space interesting.
It was really nice. An open closet. Actually, a lot of people ask, bakit there's clutter or whatever. It's really not clutter. It's how probably arrange it according to the color also, because fashion is art. I didn't want also to be constricted with a cabinet.
Yes, I agree. And one of the interviews I watched of you is the one from Harper's Bazaar, and you mentioned how clothes are works of art.
Yes.
So that stuck with me, and I wanted to make sure that even the smallest details, like how we store your clothes, be associated with the things you say or how you go about your daily life. So since you think that clothes are works of art, we should display them.
Exactly, yeah.
And all your clothes are so pretty, so we can just easily display them.
You know, I love big, grand tables, dining tables where I can put up my plates, my setup, but we did opt for a counter, which is very different and not the usual, but why did we do that?
Well, we saw from a number of your Instagram posts that you cook. So I cook as well. And whenever I cook, it's nice that you have company near you. So at least you don't feel alienated from your guests. So in that way, you get to have a dining area, but also a space where you can interact with your guests or your friends while you're preparing the food. So it becomes an activity also.
Yeah, and I love that. Even when I paint, I like having people around there. And I always wanted a countertop.
It just feels so cozy, diba? Parang sitting side by side with your friends.
It's casual. It's very, again, New York. Okay, so that was so fun, but I do have my last question for you, Astrid. For those that are renovating or fixing up their homes, their houses, their condo units, what tip can you give them?
You don't have to follow a formula. So you have to think about how you live, how you work. So that's the starting point always. It's always you who decides what works for you. And then when you work with your interior designer or your architect, you have to communicate what your needs are so you could seamlessly work with the professionals. And what's nice about that is that when you have ideas, they can help you trim it down or maybe parang give you other ideas which you can consider. But the most important is you have to know what you want.
Exactly. Even in life, you have to know what you want. So that's pretty much it. I really love it. Thank you so much,
Thank
Chris
you also.
and Astrid. Couldn't do this without you, Jewel. I hope you guys enjoyed the evolution of my beautiful unit here at the Sapphire Block of RLC Residences. This has been Heart. Bye.